Trading is similar to that box of chocolates. You never know how it's going to turn out, but always hoping you get the best piece possible. So in this video, I will be showing you a very high profitable winning strategy that works on forex, crypto, and stocks. But before that, I want to introduce you to our backtesting service, as it makes it very easy and saves you time when backtesting your strategy. Thousands of traders are using Trader Edge to get an edge on their competition. It also has a lot of features that would definitely take you one step ahead of your trading career, just like the position calculator that serves as a great tool for risk management. Are you not sure how to backtest? No worries, you will also get a full step-by-step backtesting plan which has a $100 value. Not sure how to build a profitable trading strategy? No worries, you'll also get a full course on how to build a profitable mechanical trading strategy which has a $270 value. And if you sign up right now, they'll even throw in 4 pre-made high-quality strategies that have a $100 value. That's $470 worth of bonuses, all for free. But only if you sign up right now. Trader Edge has a 7-day free trial, so there's absolutely no risk. Click the link in the description below. Do not forget to smash the like button and subscribe, as it motivates us on the hunt for the Holy Grail. Okay traders, before we move on, it is important to note that we only backtested 50 trades due to limited data on the subscription we use on TradingView platform. So make sure you do the proper backtesting and forward testing before using this strategy. Do not forget to click on the link in the description below in order to sign up with the best backtesting platform online. So we are currently on the United States dollar Japanese yen. So a quick glance why you should take this strategy serious. You easily make 3 times what you risk. Just be patient while your setups are made. And you can easily make 404% return on investment trading a single pair. Add 3 Japanese yen pairs to that and make roughly 1000% of your initial capital by risking just 1% of your account size. Crazy, right? Now, for this strategy, we will be working on the 30 minutes and 5 minutes time frame. And for newbies, this worked with just a single indicator. Let's quickly add the indicator to the chart. Bring up the indicator panel. I want you to search for the whole suite by Silico. Now for those of you who does not know, this moving average is better than the exponential moving average. And there are many ways you could make use of them on the chart, because it is an extremely responsive and smooth moving average with minimal lag. This script was made to regroup multiple whole variants in one indicator, maintaining flexible customization and intuitive visualization. Now let's quickly adjust the indicator settings. Bring up the settings panel. For the length, we would be using 190 to better gauge our entries. The indicator is easy to use, as when it is on green, it shows bullish momentum. And when it's on red, it indicates bearish momentum. Now for this strategy, we take trades where the market is likely to set a bullish or bearish trap for amateur traders who just started out trading. Now I'm not saying you wouldn't have series of losses or get caught up on such traps when using this strategy, but if done right, the risk to reward ratio will always keep your account on blue. So for a buy signal to be valid, we would first want to see the whole change to green on the 30 minutes time frame, as this indicates the buyers are taking over the market. When we have this, then we would have to wait for the next 5 candlestick on the 30 minutes time frame, as this indicates that the bullish momentum is here to stay for a while. Why we wait for the 5 candlestick is because the market might experience major retracement from an ongoing trend. And like most moving average, when price action crosses the moving average, we tend to experience moving average direction change. But as we can see, even though price crossed below the whole, we still maintained a bullish run. Now notice we got a change in the whole at this point, but the whole gets to correct itself quickly, which indicates the bullish run continues. So this indicator would hardly take you out from an ongoing strong trend. Also, the wait for the 5 candlestick before taking action yielded significant positive return on this strategy. Back to the conditions for valid entry. Now we see we have the 5 candlestick. What we have to do next is this. Move down to the 5 minutes time frame. In this time frame, we would want to wait, until we get a red whole sweet. Now note that sometimes, after waiting for the 5 candlesticks on the 30 minutes time frame, when you get down to the 5 minutes time frame, we tend to notice we are already on a sell whole sweet moving average. Please remember that if we are already there, we await our entry signal. But if we still on the green just like this scenario, we tend to wait for the red whole sweet to be present before we await our signal. And how do we enter the signal? We wait till we get price action cross above the whole moving average while our whole is still on red. Now this is the entry trap we meant earlier. A lot of novice would have entered a sell signal at this point, as the market tends to create the bearish trap. Moving on. Now we have this cross at this point. We would then place a buy stop order at the peak of the trigger candlestick, as we would want to see price break that level and trigger our trade. For the stop loss, we use recent swing low. And we see it was at this point. Then after this nice beautiful setup, we would be using 3 times our risk as take profit level. Now when you place your order, I want you to make sure these points are met. 1. When we had the price action cross above the whole sweet, the indicator was still on red. 2. On the 30 minutes time frame, we still had the whole on green. And lastly, our stop loss level is the same as the recent swing low from the point we got our whole sweet signal change. We see it was successful. Please note we only take trade once per 30 minutes whole sweet signal, as our next trade would have to be for the sell signal if conditions are met. Do not forget that if we have a new signal from the whole sweet and it was not a valid signal, as signal changes back to direction before we get our 5 candlestick, we would not hunt for a buy trade. Exactly the opposite is true for a short trade. First, we need to see the whole sweet change from green to red on the 30 minutes time frame. Then second, we wait for the next 5 candlestick to confirm the bearish momentum. When we have the 5 candlestick, we then move down to the 5 minutes time frame. On the 5, we see we still on red. We would then have to wait for our green whole sweet. And we see we got it at this point. Please note that if we are already on the green whole sweet when we get to the 5-minute time frame, we would only be waiting for the entry signal. Now we have it on green, we would want to see the price action cross and close below the whole sweet, while the whole sweet is still on green. We would then have to place a sell stop order at the lows of the trigger candlestick. Stop loss at recent swing high. Then take profit is at 3 times what we risked. Then always remember, to let this trade run, you need to make sure the whole is still on green while we got the entry signal on the 5 minutes time frame. Then on the 30 minutes time frame, we need to see the whole on red. Then all-time swing high from the point we got our change and whole needs to be the point we placed our stop loss. When all this are confirmed, we then go ahead to the trade get triggered. And we see it was successful. Okay traders, let's now quickly show the back-tested result of the strategy. Okay traders, so we can see that the back-tested result is looking really good. 46% win rate for a 1:3 risk to reward ratio, with an achieved profit of 42% of initial capital, as we risked just 1% of our account size on each trade. And if we should take a look at the profit factor, we can see this strategy is worth trying out. We had 3 consecutive wins against 4 consecutive losses, which is actually not bad, as we make 3 times of what we risked. Like I said earlier, guys, make sure you do the proper backtesting on a demo account before trading live. Due to limited data on our TradingView platform based on our current subscription, we were able to backtest 50 trades. We recommend trading on Japanese yen pairs for more trading activities. You can as well add more major pairs to the backtest. So that's it all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.